Hey guys, it's Dana and it's Tuesday and we're going to talk about money. And I wanted to talk about the snowball versus the avalanche versus snowflakes versus the ladder. So let's talk about that. All those terms I spoke of are debt payoff methods. And if you're trying to pay off your debt, that's fantastic. The name of the game is to pay off your debt. Right? So that's all that matters, is paying it off. There are a lot of different methods and it doesn't really matter which one you pick. All that matters is that you submit to the process. So pick one of them and submit to it. Follow it and work the plan to pay off your debt. And really between all of them, there's only typically going to be a couple months difference between the payoff time frame and just within a few $1,000s of each other. So first, let's talk about the debt snowball, which is the Dave Ramsey plan that my husband and I follow, which is to list out all of your debts from smallest to largest balance, and then start attacking the little one first to pay it off as quickly as possible, and then take that payment, roll it down to the next one, and continue on down the line. And the main point with this method is to help to motivate you, help to keep you going because you see the small win. So if you're paying off your smallest balance, even if it's your highest interest rate, you'll be excited to see that you can cross something off the list and it'll help you to keep going. And hopefully you'll start attacking it even harder because you just can't wait to be crossing those items off the list, the debts off the list. If you're doing the debt avalanche, then that is similar, but you list out your debts from highest interest rate to lowest interest rate. So if you're using this method, then the balance of your debt doesn't matter. So you could have a really high balance and a really high interest rate, and that would go at the top of the list because you're trying to pay it off to save money in interest. And that's great because you will save a couple $1,000s at the end by doing it this way. However, it might discourage you. If it's taking you a really long time to pay off that top line, then it might make you quit. And that's the reason why Dave Ramsey is against it, is because he says, you might, it's not a math. If you're just going off math, you would pick the avalanche because the avalanche saves you money. So getting out of debt, though, is more of a behavior modification than it is about the math. And Dave Ramsey always says if it was about the math, you wouldn't be in debt in the first place. I've also heard of the ladder method, and the ladder method essentially is the same as the avalanche, it's just called something different. So if you've heard people say they're doing the ladder method, that is the avalanche. Highest interest rate first, down to lowest, regardless of balance. So what are snowflakes? What is the snowflake method? Little bits of money outside of your budget that you're going to drop onto your debts. So this can be a bonus that you receive. It can be money that you saved, you got a rebate back. Maybe you had a yard sale or it was your birthday and you got some monetary gifts. Any little small amounts of money or large amounts of money that you get that's outside of your usual budget, you take that money and you put it on your debt. It's like a little snowflake that you drop on your avalanche or your snowball. All right, so let's answer two questions that I think come up a lot. First question is, what if you have two debts that are the same balance but different interest rates? Then it doesn't matter which method you are choosing, you would pay off the one with the higher interest rate because it's the same balance on both of them. And so you want to follow the one with the highest interest rate because mathematically that makes the most sense. Get that one out of your life first. And then if you have two debts that are different balances but the same exact interest rate, again, it doesn't matter which debt payoff method you're doing, you want to pay off the one with the lower balance because they are exactly the same, the interest rate. So the lower balance is going to get out of your life faster if you attack that one first. Just get rid of it and then you can move on to the other one, right? If you go to our website, unbury.me, then you can put in your loans, your minimum payment, your interest rate, and it actually lets you click whether you're doing an Avalanche or a Snowball, and then it'll calculate for you how much you are going to be paying in interest, how long it's going to take to pay off everything. So it's a handy little tool. You can go to that website. They're not sponsoring this video at all, just trying to help you guys out, but you can go there. There's lots of other websites too where you can go and put in all of your balances, interest rates, loans, and your payment amount, and then it'll calculate for you the differences between the interest and the time frame. And I think you'll find most often it's not that much of a difference, just within a few months, a couple $1,000s. And so, like I said, you just need to pick a process and submit to it and work it. And work it until you pay off all of your debt. So please comment down below. I am so curious as to which method you prefer and why. Do you like the Snowball? Do you like the Avalanche? Do you do the snowflake method? And also, have you ever heard of the ladder method or any other methods, any other debt payoff methods that work for you or don't work for you? And if it's your first time here, don't forget to subscribe. I'm here every single Tuesday talking all about money, and my husband and I do follow the debt snowball method, and we have 4 children and we live in the Philadelphia area. Okay? All right, guys, I'll talk to you next video. Bye.